All right, welcome back to the Daily Facts. So today we're going to talk about an article from OAN and a organization that they've created. So let's get right into it. Newly organized National White House Correspondents Association launches offers counterpoint to a 117-year-old White House Correspondents Association. Okay, and we'll get into that later about the actual association. All right, this article was on August 20th, 2020, so it's pretty new. Founder calls existing organization exclusionary and old boys club of press bullies operating rent-free on White House grounds without legal standing. Chanel Rion, chief White House correspondent for One America News Network, OAN, announced today the formal launch of the National White House Correspondents Association, NWHCA. Rion's newly formed correspondence organization has begun accepting applications by invitation only. NWHCA's first phase mission aims to accomplish the following: bring more balance and diverse questions in the White House briefing room, foster meaningful discussion and debate at the White House, restore free and open press coverage in the briefing room, and coverage of the White House. The NWHCA seeks to restore balance and diversity of viewpoints in White House news coverage. The American public is served best when all voices are heard and the president's message is unfiltered. And I couldn't agree more. According to Rion, the WHCA has maneuvered almost all balance and diversity out of the White House correspondence pool and briefing room, demonstrating daily that they consider America's free press the exclusive property of the progressive reformers of Washington. This is not representative of a free and balanced press. And I will say that I watched the briefings, and it does seem to be one-sided. It absolutely does. Okay, so NWHCA's presence at the White House will create a healthier atmosphere for our nation. Our republic thrives best when all viewpoints are considered and discussed. Rion founded the NWHCA on her own initiative in Delaware, April 2020, after her experience with the White House Correspondents WHCA included their vote to expel Rion from the WHCA, a club of which she had never even been a member. So they expelled her. Moving forward, Rion's NWHCA is seeking shared control of the White House briefing room and all other delegated press functions with the 117-year-old WHCA in order to restore balance to White House reporting, which at present largely amounts to a confederation of journalists with a long socialist agendas and deep links to the Democrat Party. Rion has volunteered to serve without remuneration. I'm not familiar with that word, forgive me. Throughout what she says will be the organizational period of 60 months, including all of the second Trump administration. Part of that organized period will include the NWCHA's expectations to set up legal networks state by state to defend the First Amendment and press rights in the courts. Okay, so it sounds like Chanel Rion does attend the press briefings, but it appears as though it may be by invitation. She is not permitted to. She stands in the back of the room. So she may be just a guest and not actually part of the Correspondents Association. She says she's not a member. So let's take a look at Chanel Rion asking a question and where she's standing.
Leave the White House, and he's done that just like every past president has. Yes.
Thank you, Kaylee. Can you confirm that the U.S.-China trade deal phase one talks with Ambassador Lighthizer are still on track?
On to, particularly when our police officers are targeted like they were in Dallas, particularly when David Dorn lost his life.
Let's move to Chanel.
Yeah, so that visit, we're very much looking
vision and its victories for Middle East peace. What commitments does the White House hope to establish with the visit of the Prime Minister from Iraq tomorrow?
Yeah, so that visit, we're very much looking for.
Okay, I apologize for that, but that is Chanel Rion, the journalist who, you know, was removed from the press briefings, well, just, you know, basically kicked out. And she stands in the back with the others that are not a part of the association, it would appear. All right. So let's take a peek at the press release. So this just talks about the new organization. It goes over the 3 key points that they're looking to accomplish. We went over those already in the article. Okay, so now let's move over to the existing White House Correspondents Association. So these are the officers and board members. Let's just scroll down, and so these are the officers from 2020 to 2021. So the president is Zeke Miller of the White House. He's White House reporter for the AP Associated Press. Vice president is Steve Portnoy, and he's with CBS. The secretary is Anita Kumar, and she's with Politico. We have the treasurer, which is Karen Travers, and she's with ABC. Okay, we have a board member, Francesca Chambers with McClatchy. Another board member, Finn Gomez with CBS News. Board member, Todd Gilman, and he's with the Dallas Morning News. Board member, Tamara Keith, and she's with NPR, National Public Radio. Board member, the only photographer, Doug Mills, and he's with the New York Times. And there's the executive director, Stephen Toma, WHCA, which is the White House Correspondents Association. Okay, so let's go into a little bit of history. Okay, so the White House Correspondents Association was created by journalists on February 25th, 1914. Okay. Just a little bit of history on there. You can certainly go out there and take a peek at it at your leisure. That's just the history. All right, let's read a little bit of the what they're all about. So we share the belief held by our country's founders and enshrined in the First Amendment that an independent news media is vital to the health of the Republic. First Amendment is your freedom of speech. Now, like I say, I've watched the briefings, and it seems like there are plenty of people that want to be able to speak and ask questions that may be right-leaning, and their First Amendments are not being respected, just based on what I have viewed from the press briefings. The White House Correspondents Association exists to promote excellence in journalism as well as journalism education and to ensure robust news coverage of the president and the presidency. Okay. Our association comprises hundreds of members from the worlds of print, television, radio, and online journalism. Their work for outlets based in the United States and overseas reaches a global audience. Okay, so they have a large association of hundreds of members. All right, the WHCA board, drawn from across the news media, advocates for all of our members so that they have what they need to be able to convey an accurate impression of what is happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Whether they tell stories through television images, photographs, sound on the radio, or text. The WHCA works with their interests and those of their viewers, readers, and listeners at heart. Now, the current administration and the president, Donald Trump, he definitely pushes back on a lot of questions. So they may ask a question and he is going to expand or expound on that and give you more insight. So they may ask what he considers to be a snarky question, but he provides a lot of context and oftentimes just really goes away from their question and talks about, maybe pulls a piece or two from their question and really speaks directly to the American, the public. Okay, so let's look at their membership. To become a member, all right, so they have application deadlines. Okay, criteria for, to qualify for regular membership, an applicant must be employed on the editorial staff of a newspaper, periodical, wire service, radio, TV, or other news gathering organization that regularly reports on the White House. Okay? The applicant or the news gathering organization with which the applicant is affiliated must be credentialed. They must be credentialed by a congressional standing committee. Oh, the applicant's principal journalistic assignments must involve White House coverage. Interesting. So those are the regular board members or regular members. And that's the criteria for a regular member. So the applicant or the news gathering organization with which the applicant is affiliated must be credentialed by a congressional standing committee. All right. Associate members, their qualifications are: an applicant must be employed on the editorial staff of a newspaper, periodical, wire service, radio, TV, or other news gathering organization that reports on the White House. Associate members may not vote or hold elective office in the association. Regular members who retire from journalistic assignments involving White House coverage may apply to the executive board for associate membership. You just really wonder how one even gets in. Like you're at the mercy of a board or a congressional standing committee to even be part of it. That's a concern, but honorary members. Honorary membership in the association may be conferred by the executive board upon any person who has distinguished himself or herself in public life. Now that's subjective. In the field of journalism, or who has rendered outstanding service to the association. So it's really, anyone applying is at the mercy of this association, and they're going to have the last say on who is going to be a part of this membership. I'd love to be a fly on the wall listening in on that. There shall be excluded from membership any person engaged in lobbying, public relations, or the prosecution of any claim pending before the Congress or any government department. Any person employed directly or indirectly by any stock exchange, board of trade, or similar organization or brokerage house, or brokers engaged in the buying or selling of any securities or commodities. Any person who engages in any of the above activities subsequent to admission to the association shall be expelled in the manner provided herein. Any member who for any cause shall cease to be eligible for membership shall forfeit all rights and interests in the association and shall be expelled in the manner provided herein, which again, you are at the mercy of those that are, allowing you into this membership in the first place. Well, I'm going to end it there. This is WHCA.press. And like I say, it's very interesting who sits on the board, who is the secretary and the president and so on and so forth. we could almost do a deep dive into those people. But if you follow the press briefings, then you'll know, and you'll see these people are regularly there. So Chanel Rion of OAN is attempting to launch something new and what she believes to be fair and balanced. So that's it for now. Thanks for stopping by the Daily Facts. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did and you feel so inclined to share, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.